My very favorite Ghibli movie is called Whispers of the Heart. It's about this little girl who meets this little boy and how that untangles for the very first time her personal, inevitable search for what she's meant to do with her life, which leads to the dream of being a writer. I love it. It hits very close to home, honestly. Now, this is not the movie I'm talking about in the title of this little chat of ours, but it is curiously related. Because 7 years after Whispers of the Heart, Studio Ghibli launched The Cat Returns, which is officially a sort of spin-off. It's meant to be an adaptation of a story written by the main character of the 7-year-older movie. So it has a lot of references, and even common characters, which is by itself very unusual for Studio Ghibli, making a sequel of sorts. In a way, The Cat Returns means the return of Whispers of the Heart, in a way, And for that reason only, it always had, by default, a very special place in my heart. Now, that being said, it's quite silly. It's about this girl called Haru, which is very clumsy, a bit insecure, as one usually is at, 14 or something, but has a very good heart. She saves a cat someday from being hit by a truck, and that cat turns out to be the prince of this secret magic cat kingdom. So the cat king wants to thank her by offering lovely presents, really, like rats and fish biscuits, and but also the prince's hand in marriage. Yeah. So she hears God's voice telling her to seek help from the cat's bureau. It's literally God's voice. It's unclear where it comes from. There she meets Muta, also a crow whose name I don't remember, and the Baron, a James Bond of cats, basically. So she gets eventually kidnapped into the cat's kingdom. A lot of things happen. She becomes a cute cat by osmosis. Honestly, quite cute, really. There's also a party, a wedding dress, beautiful, but then Bond comes to the rescue. Turns out the Cat King and the cat army are very dumb. Then the prince shows up, says he doesn't want to marry her, he already has a fiancée, which for some reason is a random cat she fed on the streets when she was a kid. Unclear how she went to the cat kingdom afterwards. I don't know why they put that in. Then she goes skydiving with Muta and the Baron, because why not? And they all get home and happy. It's very silly. The plot is quite simple. There's barely no character development. Everyone involved is pretty one-dimensional. The conflict is quite dumb. The motives aren't very convincing. So you're never really emotionally invested in it, as I usually feel with Ghibli movies. And yet, I will say it is good. I mean, it's good. It is quite simple. You know it. They know it. It's not like it's failing to be more than that, because that is precisely what it wants to be. A cute little child story, bro. Like, nothing more. And it's so well done, honestly. It's so humbly charming, Every little aspect of it is very diligent and caring. Starting from the animation, which, by no surprise, it's beautiful. I just genuinely believe that this level of animation can just carry a whole movie, even if the story was about nothing at all. But also the music, the composition of its shot, the movements, the voices, the dialogues are so pure and real. Also, the characters are really funny. They have funny interactions. Haru is very kind and nice to watch. It's just so well done, It's so carefully executed. You can just feel the love, the care, the dedication to the craft in every aspect of it. The twilight turning of lights in the windows of the bureau in that little town, the page turning of Muta with his annoyed face, the perfect esoteric solemn music behind the procession of the Cat King and his followers. Everything is so carefully put together. And that's something so damn rare these days, bro. Like, so freaking rare, you know what I'm saying? In this moment where companies just want to desperately push down our throats every single mediocre, half-baked, sensationalized piece of garbage they can possibly make us buy and swallow as they grab our naive field pennies. You know, like, I hate it. I truly hate it. This ever-increasing commodification of art. Yeah, that's why I think things like TikTok are an absolute wasteland, you know? I mean, you can find genuinely good things there, and hell, even I'm making these YouTube shorts just to try to find an audience, but damn, man, like, the whole point of the platform is to perpetuate a primal appeal for mediocrity and to abuse your already abused dopamine brain system. It seems to me all a big ploy to lock us in a cycle of crave and reward that only distances you from true satisfaction and fulfillment. Like, where is the artistic? You know, where is the care? I don't feel like they care. Because they don't. Yes, you're right. But you know, I still miss it. Where is the search for something higher that can elevate our terrene existence, which should be, if not the only, at least the main reason why we make and consume art in the first place? Have we forgotten that? I hate that. I hate that, and I hate cheap reactions that add nothing to the content reacted but forced, over-exaggerated, ugly facial expressions. I hate it deeply. I think it's very pervasive to the human spirit, and it makes me genuinely sad. It's just a gigantic mass of noise and pollution, blaring our sight from the truly beautiful and nice and delicate creations in so many ways, and that is such a bother, it's appalling. Don't you think? Like, it's so frustrating to me to see what we as humans are actually able to transmit, how we're able to truly infuse meaning into things and see it all being flushed down the endless stream of empty production. Right? Doesn't it makes you sad? And I love The Cat Returns for that, even if it's silly, even if it's just a silly child story, but it is so lovely made. I love the hope it represents for me. I would watch 100 The Cat Returns, not skipping one of them. Anyway, that kind of turned into a personal outburst against the collective path we are taking in this ever more consumerist society of us. So, sorry for that. I hope you still liked it.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness.